Chainsaws are a very weird thing when you really think about them. They're dangerous, big, heavy, and serve one purpose and one purpose only: to cut things. But how did they come to be? Back in the day, people had knives to cut things. Some even had an axe, maybe even two if they were lucky, but those were like the really, imagine walking around with two axes, bro. That'd be going wild. Those worked perfectly fine. So then why did someone, or I guess I should say people, feel the need to create something so powerful and at times dangerous? To cut trees maybe? To inspire some of the best horror films ever made? Nope. They were actually used for medical procedures, and actually created by two doctors, or surgeons I should say, who went by the names of Dr. Chain and Dr. Saw. I'm just kidding guys, those weren't actually their names, but really it should have been. Today on Life's Biggest Questions, we're getting to the bottom of things and asking, why were chainsaws invented? Before we jump into it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Alright, let's get into it. So as previously mentioned, two doctors came up with the bright idea to create a chainsaw to help with medical procedures. But what kind of medical procedures, you ask? Well, childbirth, of course. Wait, what? I know it may seem hard to believe, but these two doctors decided, again, surgeons, sorry, back in the 1780s, that to help with childbirth, they should use what we now refer to as a chainsaw to help. Now obviously the type of chainsaw they used back then, compared to the big motored suckers we use now, were drastically different. Back then there was no motor, so everything was done by hand, using a contraption which was referred to as a chainsaw, but looks more like a tool that would be used to torture someone. And what really makes my stomach turn is knowing that this tool was used during childbirth to help with the process. The way they would go about doing this is by having the doctor perform a procedure, which is referred to as a symphysiotomy. Using a 1780s chainsaw, which looks like a knife with an attached hand crank, they would break or even remove the pelvic bone if there were complications during childbirth. Obviously nowadays we tend to do what's referred to as a C-section, which likely isn't nearly as painful. I forgot to mention guys, when women had the symphysiotomy procedure, they weren't given any anesthetic, meaning they felt quite literally everything. I can't even put into words, man. Yet to no surprise, this tool was used for more than just childbirth. Surgeons realized the chainsaw was much more effective for cutting flesh and bone than a regular old surgeon's knife. So they started using this new invention for things like amputations as well, among other types of surgeries that would require an easy cut. Now when speaking on the type of chainsaws used to cut wood and other materials, well that's a very different story. It's believed the earliest patent for the tool dates back to January 17, 1905, and was granted to a man by the name of Samuel J. Benz of San Francisco. However, the chainsaw we all tend to see and use on a regular basis, the portable kinds, well that was actually patented by a Canadian by the name of James Shand. That's right, go Canada baby! He got his patent in 1918, and from that point on, after he would allow others to expand on his idea, companies started to produce the chainsaws we've grown to love or fear today. I mean, depends how you see a chainsaw, I guess. I mean, just imagine Leatherface holding one of those old chainsaws used in surgery with a hand crank and all. It wouldn't be nearly as scary, eh? Just imagine this guy, coming with this whole chainsaw being like, hey, I'ma kill ya, guy. You'd be like, listen, guy. It's not very scary, eh? It's my Canadian impression for you guys. Anyways. Now where did this obsession with chainsaws come from in the first place? Well, to no surprise, it all seemed to start after a video went viral on one of the best social media platforms in the world, TikTok. Because why wouldn't it? Now love it or hate it, you can't deny that TikTok has become one of the biggest social media platforms or apps in the entire world. I know you guys hate it on this channel, I used to hate it, and then once you accept that this is the way it is, as they say in The Mandalorian, this is the way, well TikTok is the way. Their exponential growth has been like no other, and they're slowly becoming the go-to app that everyone wants to jump on. Although at first it may have appeared to be an app for kids just to dance along to some of their favorite songs, it's quickly turning into a giant the way Facebook did. In fact, some think that TikTok may surpass Facebook one day, and given that the app has 800 million monthly users worldwide, not 8 million, not 80 million, 800 million! That's like 10% of the world, every month using this app. I mean, obviously they're doing something right, guys. It's also been the most downloaded app on the App Store, passing YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. So if that's not a sign of what's to come, then I'm not really sure what else is. What I'm saying is if you're not on TikTok, I'd recommend you jump on the train before it's too late. But to think that one video explaining the origin of chainsaws would lead to everyone around the world wondering their origin, well, I mean, that seems a little far-fetched. And I do want to give credit where credit is due, as the original TikToker who posted the video goes by the account My Name's John. No H either, check him out. My Name's John, with an S, name's John. No, you got it. Just check it out. Anyways, going back to the procedures here, guys, to no surprise, symphysiotomies aren't really done anymore. Considering the advancements made in technology, as well as C-sections, which are performed by cutting open parts of the abdomen and uterus to deliver a baby. That being said, it's believed that symphysiotomies do occasionally happen in less fortunate countries where C-sections are unavailable. I mean, it seems they are a thing of the past, and for good reason. At the end of the day, I think we should all just agree that chainsaws are fantastic tools for cutting things that are hard to get through, but maybe they should never be used on a human ever again. Unless it's in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Then it's okay. I mean, I don't know if it's okay, but like, for entertainment purposes, as long as it's not me being, dismembered, I'm totally on board. Now, as always, guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one in the comments down below. Did you know the origin story behind how chainsaws were invented? Or did TikTok just teach you all something new? Well, I guess it was me. You guys could thank me for that. But TikTok is really the app that started this whole trend and got everyone asking what's the deal with chainsaws in the first place. Let me know in the comments down below if you are on TikTok. I just started one, so give me a follow. Shameless little plug here, guys. Bronze7. Oops. Ha! All right. Alright guys, for now let's reply to some comments from the video. What if these animals didn't go extinct? We did a little marathon for you guys, and also let us know if you guys enjoy these marathons. We're kind of doing this more on a regular basis where we're going to put all of our videos together that are, I guess, kind of similar under one theme. In this case, it was extinct animals, and we just make it one long video. So let us know if you guys like that. It's kind of like a compilation, I guess, if you will. Some of you guys might not know what that is. Others will definitely know what that is. Anyways, let's get to answering some comments here, guys. Host Dev said, what if there was no YouTube? I feel like I've replied to that comment before, maybe not from you, from somebody else, and I always just say, like, I wouldn't have a job. A lot of people wouldn't go viral. Like, YouTube is like a giant. YouTube is like a mega platform. Like, it is not going anywhere. And the fact that Google owns YouTube, it's like above the government. Terminator 156 said, what if immortality was possible? I feel like we did a video, maybe it wasn't worded that way, but I think it was like, what if you couldn't die or something? Definitely on the channel though, I am positive we've covered that, so be sure to check that out. Armenic said, when you read marathon as mammoth because of the picture. That's funny, because there's a frozen mammoth on the picture. Woolly mammoth, I believe. Sean Skillen said, yo, what's up? Let's have a party. Alright. You live in Florida? Like, you do realize we're in the middle of a pandemic and everything's like shut down. But Florida is like, what pandemic, bro? Anyways, guys, that was just a joke. I'm not, like, you're from Florida, don't get mad. Or maybe you will, I don't know, it's fine. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Been your host, Jared Bronstein. Sean, I really hope you don't have a party, because it's not good, man. We're trying to stop the spread of this whole thing. But hey, anyways, it is what it is. Happy New Year's, guys. Happy holidays, and we'll see you soon. All right, let's get into it. Chainsaws. Yeah, it sounds like there's a concert going on next door, all right. Or you'll get a visit from Leatherface in the new year. And who wants a man carrying a chainsaw with a mask sewn of human flesh visiting them? Not me, that's for sure. Maybe you do, I don't know. But just like the video, will ya? Alright, let's get into it. But what kind of procedures? But what kind of medical procedures, you ask? The way they would go about doing this is by having the doctor perform a procedure which is referred to as, and bear with me, I'm probably gonna mess this name up a dozen times, symphysiotomy. Nope. How did I say it? Symphysiotomy. Symphysiotomy. Is that right? Well, it's like physiotomy. It's like physio to me. It's physio to me, so symphysiotomy. Symphysiotomy. Cool. Gonna take that one again. Which is referred to as a symphysiotomy. Nope. And of course, this thing has to come too. Symphysiotomy. Symphysiotomy, that's it. Yeah? Which is referred to as a which is referred to as a I can't say it. It's referred to this word. I forgot to mention also, guys, when women had the oh, here we go again. I forgot to mention, guys, when women, there's a fly here now. I don't know if that got in camera. I think it flew in front of the camera, I'm not sure. Anyways, going back to procedures here, guys, to no surprise, here we go again with this word. Oh, symphysiotomies. Got it. I got it the first time. Now there's a fly flying in front of the camera. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's really distracting me right now. That being said, it's believed that why did I put the word in so many times in the script? Oh my god. That being said, it's believed that symphysiotomies, I killed it that time. You. That being said, it's believed, I was saying fuck you to the word.